January the 3rd, woodland birds. Woods are quiet, serene places this month. As you walk through them, you may put up a party of wood pigeons if it is cold. It is less likely if the weather is mild. Some woodland birds have left looking for food elsewhere, and none are yet likely to be marking territories with their songs. Nuthatches and tree keepers are likely to be seen more towards the end of the month. Nuthatches are rarely solitary, and it is always worth looking out for the mate, who is usually not far away. Pheasants, which usually roost on the ground, may be seen roosting in trees this month, and a little lower down in trees if it is windy. Woodpeckers. This is also a good time to look for the rare lesser spotted woodpecker. It used to be called the barred woodpecker, which is immediately explained when first seeing it, as its back is so strongly barred in black and white. In suitable habitats such as Wanstead Park and even Tooting Common, it is worth looking at the thin tops of trees, for this is where they are first likely to be noticed in the branches, often hanging underneath the branches and delicately probing for insects. It is unlikely to be confused with the greater spotted woodpecker, as it is so much smaller, although the male does have a red cap like its larger relative. It has a more delicate wave-like flight, and its drumming is longer, less noisy, more continuous at the same tone, and does not descend slightly as it does in the greater spotted woodpecker. All three of our woodpeckers, great, green, and lesser spotted woodpecker, are abroad this month. The green is usually detected by its loud laughing call. It is the short staccato contact call of the greater spotted, which once recognized will allow you to identify their presence all over London. Woodpeckers enjoy a rich folklore, particularly the green woodpecker, which has numerous country names such as wood sprite, popinjay, knickerpecker, laughing Betsy, as well as the more fashionable yaffle. They were also called rainbirds, as their drumming was thought to be like thunder, and therefore a precursor of rain. Also, their plumage was the colour of fresh plant growth, which comes after the rain. In ancient Rome, there was even a woodpecker cult, which had an oracle in the mountains outside Rome. The birds were thought to have inhabited sacred groves of trees, where they had helped to feed and protect Romulus and Remus. Their legend was famous enough to be depicted on Roman coins. The greater and lesser woodpecker are also called the greater and lesser woodpie, not referring to their edibility, but to their black and white pied markings. The latter was also called the tapper, on account of its pecking not being loud enough to merit the word drumming. Tits and sparrows. It is now an easier time to identify the rare marsh tit and willow tit, which are notoriously difficult to separate. Later it can be done by song, but now you can sometimes physically see them among the bare branches. If close, the heads of both birds are black, but a glossy black in the case of the marsh tit, and a matte black in the case of the willow tit. Habitat could also help, as it often does in bird identification. Contrary to its name, the marsh tit is not found in marshes, but prefers larger woods, including damp wood. Willow tits prefer even wetter conditions, such as aldercars and woodlands beside rivers. North London woods are a stronghold for these rarer tits, particularly woods in Hertfordshire and Essex. Two other birds that can easily be confused are the tree and house sparrow. Now the chestnut-coloured cap and the nape of the tree sparrow stands out against the grey of the house sparrow. Tree sparrows also have a distinct white cheeks with a black spot, which house sparrows do not. Both these birds can be seen around Beddington Farm.